All right, let's dive into a corner of the internet that is, well, completely mesmerizing, a little bit bizarre, and has probably already taken over your social media feed without you even realizing it. Today, we're going to break down the internet's weirdest new video craze.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're scrolling, maybe a little too late at night, and then bam, you're just frozen, staring at something you can't quite process, but for some reason, you just can't look away. It's pretty much a universal experience now.
I'm talking about these scenes, these oddly satisfying, totally surreal moments. A knife just crunching through a piece of fruit made of glass, someone spreading jam on a tiny, active volcano, or taking a bite out of a burger that's made of shimmering crystals. It's weird, it's satisfying, and it is absolutely everywhere.
So, what on earth is going on here? In this first part, we are going to decode this whole viral sensation of, glass fruit and rainbow drips.
And just to give you a sense of the scale we're dealing with, look at this number. The hashtag AI ASMR went from nothing to over 640 million views in just 3 months. This isn't some niche little trend. It's a full-blown content explosion that basically took over the internet overnight.
I think this review from Yahoo Tech just nails it. They called it mesmerizing yet mildly horrifying digital sushi for the senses. That description is perfect, isn't it? You're totally captivated, but there's a little voice in the back of your head saying, wait, something isn't quite right here.
And here it is, the big reveal. The reason it feels so alien is because it is. These videos are not filmed. There's no camera, no real objects, no microphones, no messy cleanup. They are generated completely from scratch by artificial intelligence, all from just a few words typed into a prompt.
Okay, so if there are no cameras, how does this AI sensation factory actually work? Let's pull back the curtain for a second and see exactly how these things are made. The whole process is actually way simpler than you think. It all starts with a text prompt, which an AI turns into a still image. Then, that image gets animated into a short clip. After that, sound effects are layered on top, those crunches and squishes. And finally, the whole thing is trimmed to loop perfectly, which is key to keeping you watching.
And this is the game changer. The barrier to entry is incredibly low. You don't need an expensive camera or a fancy studio. All it takes is access to a couple of AI tools and a really basic video editor. No mess, no fuss, just an idea. Anyone can do it.
Okay, so we know what they are, we know how they're made, but the really big question is, why are they so darn addictive? Let's get into the powerful forces at play here. Our own psychology, and of course the algorithms that run our feeds.
I mean, really think about it. When you see one of these clips, what is it that makes it so hard to just scroll past? Well, it turns out the answer is kind of a perfect storm of human nature meeting digital design.
There are really two powerful engines driving this whole trend. First, it's our own psychology. Our brains are just hardwired to enjoy novelty and the predictable rhythm of these videos. It's a reliable little dopamine hit. And second, you've got the platform algorithms, which are literally designed to find and promote exactly this kind of short, rewatchable content. They love it.
And here's the proof in the pudding. The data shows that the average watch time for these AI ASMR loops is 1.7 times higher than for a standard video ad on a platform like TikTok. That stop-scroll power is precisely why they've gone so viral. They are engineered to grab your attention and not let go.
So this all leads us to a pretty fascinating conflict. This sudden rise of all this AI-generated content is having a huge, disruptive impact on the community of actual human ASMR creators. It feels like we're really entering a new era for this stuff. And when you put them side by side, the differences are just stark. Traditional ASMR takes hours, sometimes days to produce. It's built on a real, personal connection with the creator. AI ASMR, it takes minutes, it's totally anonymous, and creators can pump out dozens of videos a day showing surreal things that are literally impossible to film in real life. So you can see why the original creators, the ASM artists, have some real concerns. They're worried about losing that human connection with their audience, which was kind of the whole point of ASMR in the first place. They feel this pressure to compete with the insane bizarreness of AI, and many are just watching years of their hard work get drowned out by these faceless, high-volume, machine-made channels. So where is all of this headed? To really get the bigger picture, we need to zoom out. This isn't just about weird videos anymore. It's about the future of how we consume things online. So, welcome to the sensory economy.
So what is the sensory economy? It's this idea of a new digital marketplace where the product being sold isn't just information or entertainment, it's the sensation itself. That feeling of calm, the pleasure of a sound, the ASMR tingle, all of it packaged and delivered on demand exactly how you want it.
Now, the future of this could be absolutely incredible. Just imagine VR, where you could feel the gooey bounce of a jelly planet, or a personalized AI that generates the perfect calming video for you based on your real-time biometrics. It could even become a legitimate digital therapy for things like anxiety or insomnia.
But of course, there's a pretty big warning label attached to all this. Could being constantly fed perfect digital stimulation dull a response to the real world? Could AI companionship become a substitute for actual human connection? And maybe the most immediate danger, what happens when kids see videos of someone eating glass and try to copy it?
And that really gets to the heart of the matter. AI can generate a sensation, but it doesn't understand it. It can perfectly replicate a sound or a texture, but there's no feeling behind it, no intent. It is pure, unfeeling simulation.
Which leaves us with a pretty heavy question to think about. As we go deeper and deeper into this sensory economy, where feelings themselves can be designed, packaged, and sold, we have to ask ourselves, when sensation becomes the product, what part of our own humanity are we actually consuming?